Oh.
Also known as the Psykotaku, but you're not here to see me, you're here to see the anime girls of Tigwittig. And rather than let me introduce them, they will introduce themselves.
I'm only one, so I'll start. I'm the Psykoneko. I have a show called Anime Basics, which none of you have probably ever seen. It is also one that got into last year. It basically tells you about themes in anime. My first episode was on Moe, and I've done several more since then. I will turn it over. Hi, I'm JesuOtaku.
I can tell the other room is very excited about our panel too. I review anime on Tigwittig, and I've been doing this slightly, I don't know, a couple of people have seen it retrospective on the Digimon series. Yeah! And, what else? New lyrics, stand-up songs, and my personal favorite thing, anybody that has seen it in this room is the most awesome person in the world, Fruits Basket Radio Drama! And that's who I am.
Hi guys, Taylor Dixon, also known as Marzgurl. Let me be real frank. I'm obviously not the most anime-oriented person up here, although I did discuss anime here and there and touch upon stuff, and they like to kind of typecast me as anime-type characters.
I forgive you!
Because of the blue hair. That was 3 years ago, man! So I've mostly discussed various forms of animation, mostly Western, and since my computer is kind of in limbo right now, I've most recently started picking up crayon recreations of different, like Saturday morning cartoons and stuff, just to be real cheap and get something out there for you guys and some variety. But I'll be back to, like, regular animation reviews pretty shortly, so awesome.
How's Raul?
Alright, so before any of you leave, there will be a special episode, including all three girls, 10 minutes before the panel's over, so if you think about leaving, think about that. And we're going to actually do a little Q&A now. So is there any questions out there for anyone? You guys pick, I will run.
Ooh, it's fun. Let's start with Psykoneko, and then we'll each new question.
Okay, just pick people there. No one with
Really, because we need some organization. We can't have no organization.
Alright, well let's do Kayla first.
Okay, fine. I saw the Kirby guy put his hand up first to my recollection.
The Kirby guy?
Kirby shirt guy.
Make it run as far as possible.
JL did do a review of back in the day.
No, it's fine.
I was curious. Is a 2.5 out of 4 stars a good anime to you? Or not so good?
It is worth the time it takes to watch it.
I don't think so. No, he specifically asked us. No, what I said was we were picking the person raising the hand, not people who had questions for me.
I was confused. I'm sorry.
In answer to your question, because Mark is already saying something to me. In answer to your question, 2.5 is worth the time that's spent watching it. It is a recommendation. It doesn't mean it's good, but it means that it's worth watching. It's slightly above average to the extent that you will remember it. You may not love it, but you'll remember it. Black Blood Brothers is this way, and just several other things.
Go try the Sheen.
Do what?
Do it.
What?
What?
What does Charlie Sheen have to do with that?
Everything.
I think he said goes in the shell or machines.
I don't know what Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is pretty high profile, but it's like a 3 3 stars denotes quality, something that has a strong stamp of this is something that you should see for some quality reason. 2.5 is just like, this is a reference, this is fun, cheesecake, whatever. So, yeah, it is a recommendation. It's not good, but, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah. Gentleman with the patent ear hanging.
Sorry, you're really making me move.
I'm sure all of you know about Osamu Tezuka. I mean, who here really doesn't know about it? I was wondering, I'd like to know all your opinions on his dark period. His period from about 1969 to his death.
What questions regarding opinions on Osamu Tezuka's dark period of time between what was 1969 and the time of his death?
Wow, that's really specific.
That is really specific. I'm going to be quite honest. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know years.
Basically, it's the stuff Apollo Song, MW, Ochikiri Hito, related blackjack works.
I have a vague familiarity with some of those. It kind of depends on what it is. Since I know the basic overview of how Tezuka is changed over time, but I'm not a Tezuka expert. My favorite material for Tezuka is blackjack. I love the hell out of blackjack. I don't really have anything specific to say about it. Ask an historian. Ask somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're doing. I'm so sorry. I don't really have an answer to that question.
Yeah, no, it's rather embarrassing to be up here at one of the largest anime cons in the U.S. and not be able to give you any answers about that. Because frankly, I'm hardcore Astro Boy and Astro Boy and maybe a little bit of Kimbo the White Lion and you can't get me. I don't have an answer for you.
Oh, do it up, girl.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, but for blackjack.
Here's the other thing. I am definitely an anime reviewer. I am an anime person, and I'm not as familiar with manga. Manga, I'm kind of a dumbass, quite frankly. So I really am. And so, and a lot of Osamu Tezuka's work is manga-based, and there are anime adaptations, but there's 20 different adaptations of one work rather than delving into some of the more obscure stuff like Princess Sapphire. So I don't, I just,
Okay, right up here. Yeah.
Alright, so this is all your first time in Anime Expo. I just want to know, this is, America's biggest, anime convention and one of the biggest. So how is it compared to a bunch of other anime cons? Because this is the only one I've ever been to.
I guess I'll start, because I've been going to anime cons for about 8.5 years now. I have a big old Rolodex of all the badges I've collected over time, and I hang them all from one lanyard. Started in Texas, you get the really small ones, and then the big ones that are really more industry rather than fan-organized things. To be quite honest, Anime Expo thus far has felt like just a really big version of most other cons that I've been to. So, you'll see more fans of some other little obscure, off in the corner, fandom kind of stuff, but that's because of the quantity of people here. But otherwise, it's different from, say, your gaming cons like MagFest or kind of go to, I went to London for the London MCM Expo, and that's very much somewhere between fan and industry. PAX is somewhere between fan and industry. And then you go all the way to your extremes of Tokyo Game Show and Tokyo International Anime Fair, and those are nothing but industry. Right here, this is one of the kinds of convention that I'm most comfortable at, but I'm not 100% certain if I'm comfortable with the massive size of it yet. But otherwise, it feels pretty much the same as any other, 2,000 to 4,000 fan attendee convention.
I swear to God, I'm not just saying this to butter the veterans here up, but this is my favorite fucking con. Some big ones. I've never been to Anime Expo specifically. I've been to some big ones. I've been to many small ones, but I prefer the big ones. But this con, with the exception of, I have not seen any of the organizers tell people not to take pictures in a crowded hallway. I see that at every other con. This one, they're like, nah. It's like, we need traffic control. Like, we can't get through. You know, that needs to be taken care of. But apart from that, this is well organized compared to some of the uglier big ones I've been to. And people are whining because I know there's new management this year, so people are like, man, it was better in the past. And I'm like, well, if it was better in the past, it's pretty good this year. It's not so bad. So, yeah, I'm loving it. And yeah, you brought up a good point about it's nice to see like random niche cosplay stuff that you like kind of sort of remember, and that's always really cool instead of seeing like Ichigo and my favorite thing I saw today. And I'm telling you all this because I didn't take a picture for prosperity because I didn't want to embarrass them. I just wasn't sure. But they were, they didn't really look like hardcore anime fans. They were just sort of Japanese parents who were chill drugs and maybe had grown up with anime. They had brought their kid, and he was like 5 years old, and he was dressed as Conan, or Detective Conan. He looked exactly like him, and I was like, I didn't take a picture because I was like, man, I don't want to embarrass this kid, but like, you know the thing where sometimes parents dress up their kids and the kids don't want to be there and they don't want to dress up and don't know anything. So I asked him, was he like Detective Conan? He's like, yeah. He's like, where's your birthday? And I'm like, oh! So I actually borrowed whatever it is. And yeah, I just so cute. But I've seen so much wonderful stuff here. Love it. I've talked about it.
Actually, this is not my first time at Anime Expo. I was the one that got them here, though, so...
Yes.
Comic-Con, so I know what big cons are like. So, you know, I love Anime Expo. I'm local, so it makes sense.
Alright. Teacher.
I don't know.
Down. Teacher. So way in the back, Brody shirt guy.
Beginning to stand up.
Be nice.
Hey, Marzgurl.
Yes.
How's Raul?
Raul?
Yeah, how is he?
Do I know a Raul, Josh? There you go. If you're making some reference, I'm sorry that I missed it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, I am so stupid.
Suddenly everyone
I can't believe it. I just recall I was referring to a spirits book. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cuba will make a contract with you. It's okay.
I was just wondering that. I just want to were you finished with some of the character analysis on the Digimon Teacher series?
Yeah, I will. Not quite there yet. I kind of had to stop because I had most of the projects and I was moving and I'm you know how it is. It just takes so long. And but yeah, I'm totally going to finish it. I just have to get the Miyazaki version. But if you're making more Digimon, just wait a little bit, because it's special coming. It's not Tango's exactly, but just be patient.